Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down following the run. Ryan now off the bootleg. And finding the tight end Hooper. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end Hooper. Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Toss to Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Hearns the man in motion right. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Hearns the man in motion left. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
Well, it's so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he's got it to Hearns. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. In motion now is Lee. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 15. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing now is Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Hersh, the man in motion right. Fournette, a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Now Bortles on the bootleg. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's Hersh. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hersh, 36 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On first down, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now Bortles throwing on second down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Bortles. They set up the screen to Ivory. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see.
Pressure brought in. Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lee. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Avery Jones with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. They find some open field here. The 30. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They run. Devontae Freeman finding some room at midfield. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Fresh set of downs here. Here's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, let's go league-wide with that incompletion. Discuss Eli Manning, who, of course, didn't start last week. A lot of news about that. 210 consecutive starts, and that streak now over.
Amazing, isn't it? Because his first start, 2004 NFL season, it was week 11. So it comes to an end almost to the week. Very close in time. But that span of time, how about the Cleveland Browns? They've had 24 starting quarterbacks in that span of time.
Yeah, unbelievable. You and I were looking that up before the game. Just shows you the importance of getting that franchise quarterback.
Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to break up fourth. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. A handoff to Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Puslesny. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. On 1st down, Bortles. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So out come the Falcons now. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure.
And this will be caught at the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw is Bortles. A bullet throw, but incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up second down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it. from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
And here now come the Falcons. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik Jackson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Here's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. One last shot for Ryan. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And Charles, you know what coach...